Chapter 2, Bhagavad Gita, Shlok 31 to 38 today. The light is that Krishna is talking about Svadharma, duty, and the courage to act on this. Most of us seekers, we think that spirituality means stepping back, being quiet, detached, uninvolved, I don't care, or I don't have to get involved in this situation. Most of us think spirituality means this, but Krishna is actually enlightening us, giving us a more radical approach that is not the right spirituality. He is actually guiding us what does real spirituality, a real spiritual person looks like. He tells to Arjun, your duty is specific. In this moment, if you run away, you are not doing any goodness. You are not doing anything good. Actually, it is self-betrayal because it is your dharma, your duty to do this. So we are on Shlok 31. I will start from there. So Krishna is saying, besides considering your own duty too, talking about his duty, forgetting about everything else, just his own duty, you should not waver, for there is nothing more welcome for a man of the warrior class than a righteous war. So he's saying, you are a warrior, you're a Kshatriya, you're supposed to fight. Running away from this is only showing your weakness. How do we relate this in our day-to-day life? Very important. We are also running away in the name of spirituality. Escapism is a very common trend when people come into, towards God. They start escaping, start saying, oh, it's their karma, it's my karma is the reason behind all of this. Or they start saying, my happiness is more important, or I should not let other person disturb my happiness. These are ways you are escaping. When a situation is coming in front of you, things are not as you planned, which they will never be, because this is the proverb, man plans and God laugh, because you are planning something, you don't even know the variables, what is going to happen in the future. So same is the case here. You have something planned, but situation that has come is completely different. Now, as a spiritual person, as a person who is walking towards path of enlightenment or listening to Bhagavad Gita or improving himself, he does not step back. He does not escape. Rather, it gives him or her strength to face the situation even better. Head on. You are supposed to face it. More tough challenges, more tough conditions. You get strength and power of God to face it. Real time situation. What if you were actually wrong in this? Let's imagine something happens in your house or in your office or with your friends. Something is happening, issue is there. Instead of saying, oh, it was their karma, just escaping it, you could say, what I could have done better, how could we make the situation better, how can everyone be in a happy state, we can at least try. Then leaving it to God, I cannot make everyone happy, putting effort is still my job. But what we do is we escape in the name of spirituality. Same is the case, we escape from our duties in our household, in our family members. If let's say our children are, there's something happened to our children and we're like, oh, no, 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 I don't have to get attached. I don't have to get attached to my children. I shouldn't do anything. It's your dharma, your duty to do things for your children. You cannot run away from it. Yes, of course, you're attached, but attachment gives you pain because your children are suffering. But that doesn't mean you can run away from your job. You still have to do it, even if you feel the pain. That is what dharma means, showing up even if it hurts you. So, besides considering your own duty, at least Svadharma, you see, you should not waver for these. A welcome man of a warrior class is a righteous warrior who fight. That's what Krishna is saying. Arjun, fortunate are the Kshatriyas who get such an unsolicited opportunity for war, which is an open gateway to heaven. He's showing that Kshatriya, you mean the job of this, the Kshatriya class that you are in. Again, I don't want you all to get stuck into this Shudra, Kshatriya, all these things. This is not important. Krishna is saying this to Arjun. Why? Because Arjun is already clear about class system. He doesn't believe in all this. For a man who actually deeply believes in class system and deeply segregate people based on that, for them Krishna would not talk like this. Okay, it's very important for us to understand. Kshatriya, Shudra, Jnani, Brahman, all these are words. You have to live a lifestyle to get this quality. That's why Krishna is saying you're not behaving like a Kshatriya. He is saying for a Kshatriya man like you, this kind of war is a huge opportunity to have a gateway to heaven, because you are actually putting dharma in place. You are giving opportunity for cutting all the bad karmas, all the people who have done evil in this world, and replace them with good. That is an opportunity to go to heaven, and you are saying no to it. He's only putting it in Krishna. Is Krishna only putting it in Arjun that he realizes. Now, if you refuse to fight this war, righteous war, then shirking your duty, losing your reputation, you will incur a sin. So instead, Arjun's thinking that I'm doing really good, that I don't want to fight my family members. See how much ego we all have. He's thinking in his mind that they are my family members, they are older than me, how I can kill them. And here Arjun is being enlightened by Krishna. He's saying, actually, you're making more sins if you don't do this. You are going to do a bad karma if you don't fight. Imagine just 360. What he's saying and what he's saying. Complete 360 turnaround. He's thinking self-righteous. I am such a nice man. I've, some good. I'm so humble. I'm so gentle with the people. I'm so kind. And here Krishna is saying you are completely wrong. Actually, you are making bad karmas by doing this. This is loss of Vivek. Vivek is sense of right and wrong. I tell this every time. Vivek is the only thing that will keep you on the path of dharma. On the path of dharma, a sense of what is right and what is wrong. When do you lose this sense of right and wrong? You lose it when you are attached to something. If you're attached to yourself, then if someone comes and correct you, even though he or she is right, you will not listen. Because you're attached to yourself, you will start defending. Instead of thinking, what if the other person is right? So you lost your Vivek. Then, if you're attached to objects, like for example, attached to this phone, if I'm attached to this phone and someone does something to it, even if he or she is right, I will argue because I'm attached. Same is the case with your children's, your house, your money, your family, everything. So, anything that you're attached to, you can never think straight about it. Never. You will never think right or wrong. You will always make wrong decisions, or most of the times. Because your sense of right and wrong isn't working. You're so closely attached to it, you don't want to lose it. So you make tough decisions. And you also get confused. So here Arjun gets confused because he's attached. Now Krishna is enlightening him This is not your self-righteousness. This is not a good karma. In fact, this is a really bad karma you will be putting in your account if you don't fight. If you don't argue, if you don't go and fight your family members who are so evil, who are trying to hurt people, who don't even think twice, don't even think twice doing what they did to Draupadi in front of so many people. Do you think those people deserve to live? He forgets all of this. Why? When you forget this? When you're attached. Same is the case with all of you. Your children may be doing the worst thing in the world that you may never forget them, never forgive them. But because you're attached to them, you will adjust. You will live. Will try your best. Many times, let's say your son or your daughter go and murder someone, you will try to defend them. You will try to protect them. Oh, he was not in the right state of mind. Oh, he was like this. Why? Because you're attached to them. You're not thinking straight. This is where karma start making. You are defending your child, hurting someone else. You have made a karma now, and this is a very bad karma. Now that person will hurt you because you have done the same thing. So if you refuse to fight this righteous war, you are actually incurring a sin. Nay, people will also pour undying infamy on you. So not only you will make bad karmas, you will also get laughed out. People will make fun of you. And what kind of yodha and such a big warrior you think you are, that you just left all your weapons here and ran away. And infamy brought on a man enjoying popular esteem is worse than death. So he's saying, for a man who has done so much, accomplished so much, for him, this kind of laughing out or infamousness is worse than death. So, better you fight and die if you want to die. Better fighting, even if there's a chance of death, rather than running away because he's a Kshatriya. Important to know here in this case, Arjun is a Kshatriya, so he's getting to hear all this. For us, it's different. What is our battlefield? Please try to understand. His battlefield is in front of his family members and he's fighting to save the land Kurukshetra. Obviously, currently he's making it about himself, but it is not about himself. Same is the case. What is your battlefield? Your battlefield is firstly your mind, then it starts with your family, immediate family members who live with you, then maybe where you go to work, office, colleagues, then your distant relatives or close relatives. These are your battlefields. Here you are making things. Here you're making karmas. Here you are stepping back from your duties. And whenever you step back from your duties, first duty starts from yourself. I want you to understand what is Dharma. Here is the chapter of Dharma, and we need to understand what is Dharma. A spiritual person, a person towards Adhyatma, needs to know the right action at the right time. Dharma towards yourself means you are taking care of this body, you are taking care of this mind. That is your dharma for yourself. You have right to have a good space. You have right to take time for yourself. You have right to take time to process things. You have right to cry, get upset, get angry. Okay? These are your dharma. You have right for your own space. So taking care of your body, eating good food, taking care of your mind, doing meditation, watching your thoughts, listening to good spiritual things, growing positively, living in a positive environment. That is dharma to yourself. Then you have your house, keeping your house clean, your area clean, your environment good. That is your dharma there. Thirdly, with your family members, giving them a positive environment, not arguing with them, unnecessarily burdening them with emotional trauma, expectations, not building new karmas, basically. That's the dharma there. Taking care of them, whatever duties you have. If you're a husband, you have to take care of your wife. If you're a wife, you take care of your husband. Things like that. And if you have children, taking care of your children. Then grandparents or mother-in-law, father-in-law. Then goes to society and then goes outward. Here, Arjun only has dharma to fight right now. And if he doesn't do that, he's actually, Krishna is saying it's worse than death. Now we're talking about the next shloka. And the warrior chiefs who thought highly of you will now despise you, thinking that it was fear which drove you away from battle. Now, Krishna is actually triggering Arjun's ego a little bit, you know, because when we trigger someone's ego, they retaliate, they fight back. So, Krishna is trying to say that if you run away right now, people who think you are such a big warrior, you are so and so, you have so many accolades, you have achieved so many things, all of that, they will just make fun of you. That fear drove you away, that you were going to lose because you were just 5 people against 100, and then you had whole Krishna's army against you, so you lost. So first battle lost here, then in the field. So, and your enemies disparaging you might will speak many unbecoming words. What can be more distressing than this? So your enemies, not only people who support you, they will make fun of you, but your enemies will also make fun of you. They will also put you down. They will also put you in a negative environment. They won't disrespect you. And Krishna is saying it is more distressing. Do you think that is wise for such an intelligent man like you? Die and you will win heaven, conquer and you enjoy sovereignty of the earth. Therefore, stand up, Arjun, determined to fight. See how amazing he has put. He's saying if you die, you go to heaven because you're fighting war of dharma. If you conquer, you enjoy the wealth on this earth. Therefore, stand up, Arjun, and fight. There is no loss for him. It's a win-win situation. If you die, you go to heaven. If you fight and win, then you anyway enjoy the whole Kurukshetra. You have everything. Hastinapur, all will be yours. So there's no loss for you. But if you run away, you are just making fun of yourself, which is worse than dying. Treating alike victory and defeat, gain and loss, pleasure and pain. Get ready for the battle, fighting thus you will not incur sin. He's saying the fear of victory and defeat, leave that aside. Leave all of this. He's saying forget about the outcome. Since the beginning to Arjun, he's saying this. Forget about the outcome. Forget about victory, defeat, gain and loss. No profit, no loss. Pleasure or pain. Sin or merry. Ready for the better. Just get ready for the battle. And fight, you will not incur sin. If you don't fight, you will get the sins. Imagine killing someone. How can he not get any sin? We all must ask this question. We always say ahimsa is wrong. But for a Kshatriya, it's a dharma. You cannot say this to someone on the battlefield, like on border, they are fighting for their country, and you go and teach them ahimsa is wrong, they will laugh at you because it's their job to hit the enemies, isn't it? It's their duty. God is using us as vessels to retract our karmas, to put karmas in place. It's a whole universe's game going on. You kill me, tomorrow I kill you. This is how it is. And that is for someone who wants to get enlightened. I want you all to know first thing. Arjun don't want to get enlightened. Please listen to me very carefully. Never he said that he wants to get enlightened. Are you hearing me? In the whole Gita, he doesn't say, I haven't, of course, we haven't covered the whole one, we're on chapter 2. Till now, he hasn't said that he wants to get enlightened. That gyan is different. Currently, Krishna is giving him gyan to do his job, teaching him what is right and wrong, teaching him how he can do without doing, without being a doer. In your house, in your family, you can also be like this. You can be a doer without doing. Who is doing is the problem. The ego is the problem. For those who want to walk the path of righteousness, path of dharma, they must understand this. Who is doing? Who is the doer? Here in the next few chapters, Krishna will also teach this to Arjuna. That you are not even the doer, you are merely a vessel. Madhyam. We are only a medium to what bigger, higher consciousness nature wants us to do. Same is the case with all of you sitting here. You are barely a medium of what God wants you to do. That's it. Imagine Krishna has to be so politically correct, so righteous. He has to explain every single thing to Arjun, clarify his doubts because his mind is clouded with attachments. First, there is a lot of ego that he is a very good, you know, he can do very good arrows, he's a good warrior, he's good like that. First is that. Then next level is that he's Arjun, he has a family, he has friends, he thinks he is this whole body, he's not a soul. So when he is fixated on this, his mind is clouded. Gita has been said to people to bring clarity to your mind. Similarly, our mind is also clouded with attachments, clouded with desires, clouded with our ego. You think you are so and so person, born so and so date, and one day you will die on so and so date. That's it. This has become your identity. You have limited yourself. You are unified consciousness. You are the universe itself. You are Atma, Aham Brahmasmi. But forgetting that, you limited yourself, now struggling. Who is struggling? Mind is struggling. Atma never struggles. Atma is always there. Atma is always happy. Atma doesn't care what mind is doing. It's detached. We become limited. That's why our mind is clouded with wrong thoughts. Krishna is doing clarity. What we are doing here, we are also doing clarity. We are clearing our minds who is filled with moh, ahankar, ego, attachments, love. You have so many desires, so much to do, so much to fulfill. Because of that, you're struggling, you're unhappy, constantly looking for something, and then seeking abode in the wrong spirituality. Real spirituality is application of it in real life, not just saying things, applying it itself. Also, there's a thing people think is, if you are spiritual, you have to be, always kind, always happy, always, you have to have a certain personality. It's not true. That personality is a byproduct of what is inside here. If this is sorted, outside you will always remain calm. You cannot do this wrong way. You cannot pretend to be calm and then become calm. It doesn't work like that, you know. That actually suppresses your emotions and goes in the wrong direction. That is wrong spirituality. So we should not apply the gyan in the wrong way. My job is to tell you how to apply this right in your life. Arjun is confused. Arjun is not sure what to do. So Krishna is doing clarity. Same in your life, day to day. You're confused with something. You're not able to make decisions. You're facing tough battles. You want something, but not able to do or figure out what is the right thing to do. And even if someone will tell you, you won't believe it because you're so attached. So, how to get out of it? Daily, daily listen to this. Every day, listen to one spiritual session of anyone, not just me, any spiritual person. Daily 1% improvement. And then you will see the difference.